welcome to Trade Up, where we discuss the latest media trends in our industry. I'm Saumya.
And I'm Crystal.
Snapchat made QR codes cool again, and now Apple is trying to make them mainstream. With the iOS 11 update, any iPhone camera is able to read QR codes instantly without the need for third-party apps. Crystal, what does this update mean for brands?
I think that for brands, it means that it might be easier to kind of engage with consumers and make them kind of follow up and participate in different, engagement activities, which is great for them. I think for consumers, it might be a little challenging at first because, as you said before, QR codes were kind of popular a few years ago. So I think with at least a younger demographic, we might kind of be a little hesitant to get back into QR codes.
Right. I mean, first of all, I don't think we ever got into it in the first place because you needed to download a third-party app and then use that, take a picture of a QR code, and then whatever information would come up in your Safari. So you're like using basically like 3 different apps at the same time just to get an extra piece of information. At the end of it, you might as well type in HTTP, blah, 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 right? So in that sense, I think QR codes are only going to take off if it's sort of seamlessly integrated into e-commerce transactions. I think like what you mentioned, like the engagement aspect might come in later for entertainment value. Like let's say take a picture of a QR code and then you get a song on Spotify, which some people are already doing. But in terms of how China in WeChat and how that took off, it was because it was so intimately connected to how they tipped people, how they bought things. So maybe Amazon has to get on QR codes first. Who do you see using QR codes?
I think at the initial stage, it'll probably be people more close to our parents' age. I think, again, with us, it's not something that we're going to kind of jump into if it's not seamlessly integrated in a way that we want to use it. I think if there are QR codes everywhere, we're just not going to take the time to like whip out our phone and see what's up. I think there needs to be, we need to know what the brand is, we need to know kind of what we're going to get from it. Right. Whereas I think our parents, they're still trying tech, but they're not as kind of skeptical as us. I think if they see a QR code, they'll probably grab their phone and be like, ooh, look how
new innovation,
yeah,
like
how tech
Facebook.
savvy I am. Exactly.
Right.
So I think that they're probably the ones to use it kind of initially until brands kind of work out the kinks on how they're going to target us.
Interesting, because the first day that iOS 11 was released, the next day I was walking around campus and I saw the Shazam World QR codes like stuck all over these benches and walls, and I was just like, okay, this is not purposeful. Nobody's just going to randomly try to use try to read your QR code for no reason. Yeah. So that's, definitely a learning curve with the brands. All right, let us know what you think. Will QR codes become mainstream, or will they sort of die away like many, many new innovations? Tweet us at TradeUpOTN.